Okay, so in the previous session, we have seen this thing. Okay, what is actually arrays? So arrays is all about, it is a continuous section of memory, okay, where we can put our data in a sequential manner. So now when I'm talking about arrays, or when I'm talking about strings, okay, so it is similar like arrays, but here we actually worked on the character thing. Okay, so if I talk about, like, suppose Masai School, I think you have watched the pre-class video. In the pre-class video, you have seen this thing ki, basically I told you, like, it is like a collection of characters. Okay, so what is actually a character? Character basically means any letter, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, anything you can take. Okay, so now if I give you an example. So when I said about arrays, okay, we used to declare arrays like in this way. Yesterday we have seen the array thing. So it is actually like in this way. So now when I was talking about array, so in this array you can put anything. You can put numbers, you can put a name, you can put a word, okay, you can put like a boolean value or anything. Okay, in this array you can put anything. But when I'm talking about a string, so you can say that, okay, this is actually also a string. Okay, this is also a string. So a string basically means when I'm saying where x equals to, okay, and you are putting any name like Rahul. So when you are inserting any name in this variable, so what it is doing, it is actually, uh, what it is doing is I have inserted the collection of characters in this x. Okay, and now you can say that this is actually our string, this variable. The if you check the type of this one, so it will give you as a string. Okay, so now just tell me, like, are you basically, are you comfortable with the thing, like what is actually string? So I can say that string is just a collection of characters, collection of characters. String is just a collection of characters. And in this character section, when I'm talking about characters, what actually I'm talking about, like the letters from capital A to capital Z, small a to small z, 0 to 9. Okay, all the symbol, you either you want to put dollar, at, underscore. So inside quotes you can put anything, whatever you are putting it. Okay, it is actually coming, like it is actually our string. So always remember that it should be in a quotes, like in this way. No, you are saying that 0 to 9 is a number. 0 to 9 नंबर ही है, लेकिन अगर आपने इसको इसके अंदर डाल दिया, if you put these number, anything of these thing in this quotes, then it will become a string. Okay, tell me, if I give you an example, let's just tell me what is Aadhaar card. Okay, if you just tell me, if I'm talking about Aadhaar card number, whether it is a string or a number. Okay, Aadhaar number, Aadhaar card is actually a string. Okay, why it is a string? I'm calling it as a string because it will not change. Okay, it will not change, it will be static, it, like until you die. Okay, till the last point of your life, you can say that Aadhaar card will remain the same. So the constant thing, you can say that the things which are not changing, like suppose if I'm talking about mobile number also, it will be good that if you store these as a string. Okay, if I'm talking about your passport number, if I even if I'm talking about license ID, okay, anything, okay, whatever things which are not changing. But if I'm talking about, like suppose if I give you an example of price, okay, any product price, suppose it is giving as rupees 80. Now tell me what is this 80? It is a string or a number? Why it is a number? Because on this 80 you will do some calculation. Okay, you will use this 80 number to perform some calculation, like calculating the total. Okay, this number, yeah, this thing can change, this thing can change. So if this thing can change, so you can say that you can apply some mathematical operation on that. Okay. So in string actually don't change. Okay. If I'm talking about a Aadhaar card, so that will be fixed. Okay. If I'm talking about passport number, it is also fixed. Even if I'm talking about license number, it is also fixed. You are not going to apply any multiplication on this Aadhaar card number that I'm going to multiply with 2 or I'm going to multiply with 3. So now just have this thing in your mind. Now, if I'm declaring a string, okay, if I'm declaring a string, suppose where, and there's a string s, and in this one, I'm putting Masai school. In this one, I'm putting Masai school. Now, basically, when I'm putting Masai school, so now here I can just arrange this thing in this way. So here you can see that here what I've done, like when I'm declaring a Masai school, so automatically the indexing will happen as similar like arrays. Similar like arrays, the indexing will happen. Okay. अगर आपने लिखा, if you have written like the Masai school in this way, now in that case, automatically what will happen in the background, Masaischol. Okay, now in that case I can give number to it. Okay, this is my 0th index, this is my 1 index, this is my 2 index, this is my 3 index, this is 4 index, this space is a 5 index. Space is also a string. Okay, you can say that space is also a character. So I told you, string is just a collection of character. So this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, this is 10, this is 11. So basically this is how the indexing actually happen in the string automatically. Now, if I just take you to the replit, okay, so the replit is ft web 17 and now strings. And if I create the REPL, now the first thing is when I'm talking about a string, so suppose where s equals to, you can put Masai school. After that, you can print the console.log s. Okay, now if I run this, now you will get Masai school completely because this is actually my string. Now you need to remember one thing. Each character has an index. Each character has an index. The student used to say that, sir, please go slow. Okay, I think that is fine. Okay. Each character has an index. Each character has an index. हर character का index होगा. Okay. So now if I'm talking about this Masai school, now what is the index of Masai school when I'm saying that? So what is the index of M? So if I want to just print M, so I will write console.log s of basically s of 0. So now when you are running it, so if I run it, now you will see that only M will get printed. If I print s of 1, if I print s of 1, okay, then what will happen? The A will get printed. Now if I go to the next one and if I print s of 2, okay, now in that case what will happen? MAS. Okay, now after that if I put s equals 3, so now your masa will come. Okay, now you can see that masa is printed. Now after that what will happen? SAI will get printed. If I run this, now you will see that Masai. Okay, now at the 5th position, you will find that there is a space. Now, if I run it, then you will see that like the space is actually got also printed, but it is also invisible. Now, if I come to the next line, now you will see that S of 6. And if I run it, now you will find out that MAS. So now it is continuing. Okay, so this 5th index is actually containing the space. This fifth index is containing the space 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ये आपका fifth, that is space. It is actually printed by this one. And if you see here, this one. Everyone got it? Space is also a character. Space is also a character. Okay. Now let's come to the next one. Let's come to the next one. Problem 1.js. Now, when I'm talking about where name equals to Masai, okay. Now, when I'm talking about the Masai, now if I want to find the length of the string, then for that I have a direct function. Okay. Then for that I have a direct function console.log. Okay. What you can do, name dot length. Okay. So now you can see that name dot length. So when I'm writing this thing, so what it will return me? It will return the length of the string. Ab remember this thing. Just remember this thing. When I'm declaring inside a variable, when I'm declaring where s equals to Masai, remember one thing. When I'm talking about the indexing, so it will be MASAI, and the indexing will start from 0. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So students, it starts from 0 and it will go till 4. But what is the length of the string? What is the length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now length will become 5. But indexing will start from 0. Indexing will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I believe आज कोई नहीं बोलेगा and no one will say that okay sir, I didn't understand anything. Okay. So now when I'm saying this thing ki like when I'm talking about like Masai, so you can start from 0, like the indexing will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the length is the 5. Okay. So now when I'm printing it, so if I run this code, now you know that node problem 1.js. Now you will see that length is 5. Okay, the console.log name.length is actually printing 5. But if I just print console.log, okay, name of 0, and if I print name of 1, name of 2, name of 3, and if I run this, now you will see that, 1 second, what it is printing, MASA, and I'll also put a one more here, and I'll put 4 here. And now if I run it, so MASAI, and now you can see that since the length is 5, okay, and here you can see that the length name of 4 is actually containing I, and if I go to the 5, okay, it will give me undefined. You can see that it is giving me undefined. Okay, why it is giving me undefined? Because the counting started from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's why it already like collected the 5 elements, and the last name equal to 5 is actually undefined. Now let's move to the next thing. Okay, now just want to show you one more example. Problem 2.js. Now tell me one thing. If I put where name equals to Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Now tell me what is the what is the length of this string? What is the length of this string? Just tell me. Just tell me what is the length of the string will get printed. Okay, okay. Many students are saying 18, many students are saying 3, many students are saying 15. Okay, if I run it, now let's see what will happen. If I run it, then you will see 18. Why 18? Why 18? Okay, so let's see this. Why it actually give you 18? Okay, देखो, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Space is also 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. At least you should do count, like you should know na how to count. Okay. How can you say 3? How can you say 17? Even it is coming 18. Okay. So, yeah, space you need to count. Space is also a character, na? Space is also a character, and you need to count the space also. Everything which is coming inside this. So that's why it is actually coming 18. Now you can ask me this question, where we in real life, where we actually use this thing. In real life, where we actually use this thing. Now, remember one thing. Suppose, if I basically if I write password, okay. If I do the sign in, okay. If I do the sign in, now if I put next, okay. Now in that case, okay, sorry, in not in that case, like when I want to create the account, okay, when I'm creating my account, okay, in that case, what actually happened? You know, na, the basically the password, the website used to say that you need to choose a very long password. Okay, suppose you are choosing a pass. Suppose the website is saying that your passport, your passport should be your passport, your not passport, your password, okay, should be greater than 6 length. Okay, or you can say that at least 6 length password is needed. Okay, so now when I'm talking about password, so suppose if I'm putting a password like in this way, Masai. Okay, so this is my password, 1 2, like you can see that length of 5. Okay, so now when I'm putting this thing, now here in this case, what I will write, if password dot length, if password dot length is actually less than 6, if it is less than 6, in that case what I will print, I will write console dot log, choose a password, okay, equal to 6, equal to or more than 6. So what I'm doing here I'm checking that if password dot length is less than 6, in that case, what you need to do, you need to give the password. So now you can see that, like if you just count it, if you just count it, this password, like this is like a 5 length. Okay. But I'm saying that your password word should be at least 6th. Password, password should be at least 6. Should be at least 6 length. At least 6 basically means कम से कम 6 तो होना चाहिए. At least 6 should be there. Okay, and also greater than 6 is also possible. But here you can see that Masai 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so now when you are giving this password, now in that case what will happen if you run this? Now you say it is saying that choose a password equal to or more than 6. Why? Because Masai is actually 5 characters. Okay, even if you are like, but if you are giving like this thing, Masai and S, Okay, now you can see that like Messiah S, now it is 6. Okay, now ये 6 का बन गया. Now if you are putting this, now in that case what you will do, console.log, I will say sign up successful. Sign up successful. Okay, sign up successful. So what I'm saying that agar tumne, if you give me the password of 6 character, in that case your sign up will be successful. अगर 6 से कम दिया, if you are giving me the password less than 6, in that case I will not accept it. अगर if you are giving me the character of 6, so that is fine. 6 is fine, 7 is fine, 8 is fine, but 5 is not fine if you are giving it. That's why less than 6. That's why less than 6. Less than 6. Not less than equal to. Student are saying that less than equal to. But it should be less than 6. Okay. Now got it? Now got it? Finally. Finally I got yes. Student is messaging me less than equal to. Why not less than equal to? Why not greater than equal to? Okay. So that is the point. Now here in this case, what will happen? You can see that the password is like 6. Okay, no, it's not just I'm irritating, it's just that I have chosen another way of teaching to go very 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 slow. Okay, so sign up successful. Okay, why? Because the password length is 6. Now problem 4.4.js. Okay, now let's come to the next one. Yes, 6 is less than 6 is false na. 6 is less than 6 is false. क्योंकि 6 is basically if you are talking about this thing, so it is always false na. But when you are talking about 6 less than equal to 6, that will be true. Because 6 is less than equal to 6, right? But 6 is less than equal to 6. No. Okay. So now if I go to the next one. Now if I take another one, like suppose where name equals to Masai. Okay. Now if I write console.log, if I want to print all the if I want to print all the character. Okay, if I want to print all the character, now in that case what will happen? I will write every, starting from 0, I will write 1, I will write 2, I will write 3, I will write 4. Okay, now in this case if I want to print each of the character, what I'm doing, I'm writing console.log. But what if your name is, suppose your name is this thing. Suppose this is the length of your name. Then actually it will take a very long time that if I just keep on writing console.log, name of 0, name of 1, name of 2, name of 3, name of 4. Okay, so now that's why what we need to do, since you can see that like here, okay, in this case you can see this thing here, it is my loop. Okay, I can run the loop. So if I want to run a loop for where I equal to 0, I less than, basically you can see that it is going till 4. So I can write I less than equal to 4, or you can write I less than 5. It is also fine. If you are writing 4, so just put I less than equal to I plus plus. Okay, now in that case console.log, and you just need to write name of I. And when you just run it, when you will run it, node problem 4.js, now you will see that it actually, okay, sorry, it only printed this thing also. Okay, now it is actually printing Masai. Now if I ask you one thing, I'll take this name and I'll go to the next one. Problem 5.js. Okay. Now tell me if I want to run a loop in this one. If I want to run a loop in this one, so for where I equal to 0, I less than. Now, what is the length of this name? What is the length of this name? It will be very tedious to like just read the name thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it is not 18. It is actually longer than that. So instead of this, I will directly use name.length. Okay, because I have this thing. And now after this, I will write a loop I++. And I will directly print console.log name of I. Okay. And if you run it, now you will see that you can see that like all the name Ram, Radha, Krishna, Bala, Swami, Chandra, Mohan, Sumant, Rajnath. Okay. So that's why that is the beauty of name.length. Okay. You don't need to remember, you don't need to count. If you are counting it, then it will actually give you. If you're counting it, so like it will be a very tedious job. Okay. Now I just want to tell you, like if I take you to the next one, if I copy this thing, now suppose if I'm talking about this Masai, okay, now you can see this thing ki this is actually a Masai and this is actually your loop is running. Okay, I will just run this loop till name.length. Okay, so now in that case it will give me the output. Similarly, I can also do one thing in array also, where name1. Okay, and now in this name1 I can put a, this is actually an array, and in this one, in each character I will put m a s a I. Okay, you will see that the arrays are very similar to, like you can say that it is very similar to strings. Okay, now you can see that like where name1 equals to MASAI. Okay, now after this, if I run a loop for where I is equal to 0 and I less than, you already know that a array also has a length function, name1 dot length. You can also write name1 dot length. We already have learned this thing yesterday. Okay, I++. Now console.log name1 of I. Okay, so now in this case, what will happen? It will also give you the output. Both will print the same thing, Masai and Masai. Okay, so I will put console.log and you will see this thing when I run it. Now you can see that Masai and Masai. So both are actually behaving a very similar way. When you are talking about now here, I can also write name1.length. Here you are also using name.length. And when you are printing it, it is actually displaying you Masai. And when you are printing here, so it is actually displaying you Masai. Got it? Both are giving the same output. But now just want to show you a little bit difference. Okay, a little bit difference in this one. Just want to show you a little bit difference in this one. Okay, in the problem 7.js. So suppose I'm declaring a name. Okay, so the name is, okay, the name is people sing. Okay, and I want to change. So this is actually I'm declaring name1. So you can see that name1 is equals to people saying. Okay. After this, if I suppose if I want to replace this p, if I want to replace this p, or you can say that like if I'm taking the another one where name one, and this is suppose this is an array. Suppose this is an array. Okay. X. So I will say Ram. I will say Ram. This is actually containing in my array. And now in my name one, suppose I want to replace this R. I want to replace this with a name of 0 with something, some other character. So this 0th index character I'm replacing with some other. So R ki jagah, okay, I'll put N. Suppose R ki jagah, in place of R, I'm putting N. And now in that case, if I print it console.log name1, it is name1. Suppose instead of this one, I'll put name1 and I run it. Now you will see this thing key when I run this, now it is actually printing me NAM, NAM. Okay. Oh, no. I should replace it with Palm. Okay. So now here you can see that like when I'm replacing the thing, so it is actually getting replaced. But when I'm talking about this name2, and suppose the name is people saying people. Okay, people is a name. And now name2 of 0, I want to replace it with the, I want to replace it with a T. Okay, I want to replace this name2 with a T. Now in that case, if I want to do console.log and you will do name2, and if you run it, now you will see that the people thing didn't change. Okay, because I want to change this P with T. I want to change this P with T, but it is not changing. But even if I want to change with this R in the array, it is actually replacing. So in string, it is not possible. Okay, why? Because strings are immutable. Strings are immutable. You cannot change a string. So you can just remember these things. Strings, you cannot change, cannot change. Okay, strings cannot change. Yeah, you can say that neither you can edit it, neither you can update it like anything, but you cannot change the string. Like once you have declared, so it is something like ek bar agar if you have given the name to a child, if you have given a name to a child, okay, and the child name will be Pratap Singh. Okay, now you cannot change any of the character in this one because now the name is fixed. Okay, now the name is fixed. Even if once a programming yeah, right, one student is saying that it will become a patthar ki lakeer. Even when a programming language had done one commitment, okay, so now it will become a patthar ki lakeer. Now you cannot change it. That is a rule in programming language. Okay, so now if I go back to this one, problem 8, problem 8 dot j. Okay, so you can say that strings are immutable. Strings are immutable. Yes, Manish.
Yes, sir.
क्या समझ नहीं आया तुम्हें?
सर ये पीपल नीचे बोलो।
देखो ना, if I'm talking about a string, okay, there is a name one which is actually containing Ram. If you are trying to update this zeroth index, this P with a T, तो ये it is actually remain people. It will not change.
ओके सर।
Okay,
ओके सर।
okay, because strings cannot change. Okay, okay, that's just a rule. Okay, just remember this thing: strings are immutable. होती है तो होती है. Okay, don't worry. जब when we'll move ahead slowly you will get the understanding why things are like that. Okay, yeah, you cannot erase the number, like you cannot erase it, you cannot update it, anything, you cannot do it. Now when I'm talking about, like, if you want to like if you want to update a string, then how will you do it? If you want to update a string, then how will you do it? Now the question is how to update the string, how to update the string. Now suppose, now suppose if I give you an example, okay, just listen this thing carefully. Now suppose if I give you an example where, okay, and now there is a name, and the name is Sokar Singh. Sokar Singh, this is the name. Okay, now if I want to change this thing, if I want to change this thing, I told you strings are immutable, you cannot change the string. But even if I want to change this Sokar Singh to Pokar Singh, I want to change this to Sokar Singh to Pokar Singh, then how can I change it? If I want to change this Sokar Singh to the Pokar Singh, then how will I change it? Okay, so what is the way? So now just imagine that name, the Sokar Singh name is actually, this is actually a drum, and in this drum name is name, and Sokar Singh is actually present in this one. Okay, now if I want to change the name to Sokar Singh to Pokar Singh, then what I will do, I will create another drum. This is actually my new drum. Okay, this is my new drum, and in this new drum I will give this new drum name as, okay, just I will not repeat, just that's why I'm saying, just have, please concentrate totally, that's why I'm using this analogy. Okay, so everyone is with me? Okay, I told you this is actually a Sukar Singh is actually present in this name variable. Everyone? Okay, now I want to convert the Sukar Singh into Pokar Singh. Okay, if I want to convert this into this thing, then in that case what I will do, I will create a new drum. This is my new drum, and this new drum name is name1. I'm giving you an, this is another variable. And now what I will do, one by one I will take one character, okay, and I will put it here. So now here I will first pick the S, and I will pick it here, and here I will put a security guard, because I told the security guard that, I told this security guard that whenever your that name is actually coming from this one to this one, in that case, please change the first S to P. So in that case, security guard, what security guard will do? Okay, S is coming. So in that case, this security guard will change S to P. Now the next character is coming. This is the next character. This O is coming. Now the security guard will allow it. Now the K, the security guard will allow it. A, security guard will allow it. Every name, all the character will get allowed. So you can see that like only the first character is changed, but with the help of security guard. So this security guard name is Ram Babu. Okay, so basically Ram Babu security guard help us. Okay, what he did, he actually helped me to convert this Sukar Singh into Pokar Singh. Don't worry, I told the Ram Babu thing ki you only need to only need to take care of the first character. Don't worry about the another S. Okay, And right now in this case, I just tell you one thing, ki when I'm talking about this one, ki this security guard is actually standing here. Okay. And now in the first drum, the Masai is actually, suppose the word Masai is containing. Okay. And now in the second drum, suppose, okay, now in the second drum, I want to put this is actually name one and this is name two. And now remember one thing, when I'm passing this Masai from here to here, so in that case, what will you can say that name two is actually your array. Name two is your array. Okay. Now in that case, what will happen? One by one, pick one character. Pick one character. M will go through security guard and security guard will put here. So this is actually your array. And now your M will be here. Now I want to change this S to T. Suppose I want to update Masai to, I want to change Masai to Matai. Okay, if I want to change Masai to Matai, in that case, what will happen? Now I will pick the another character. Now security guard already know that I don't need to change. Ram Babu already know that I don't want to change. I don't need to change this. So A will be allowed. Now the third, this thing will come S. Now Ram Babu sees that. Okay, yes, and it will change the S to T, and now T will come here. Now Matai. Okay. Now after this, what I will do, I will put A, and after I will put I. Now you can see that like my array is actually formed. Now I'll tell you why I formed the array. Okay, that is the reason. So now I'll just show you in the code. I'll just show you in the code how actually I have done this thing. Suppose my name is where name equal to Masai. This is my name one, and this is actually containing Masai. Okay. And now this is my name two. This name two is an array. And right now this name two array is an actually empty. Okay. Or you can say that this is my drum one. This is my drum one. And this is my drum two. This is my drum one and drum two. Drum two is right now empty. Now, if I want to update this string, then I will run a loop in the drum one. I less than drum one dot length. And I plus plus. I am running a loop in the drum one. Now, if I just print it console.log, if I just print it drum of I. So you can see that what I am doing, I am running a loop in the drum one till drum one dot length. And every time I'm printing the drum of I. Now, in that case, if I run this code, now you will see this thing. Now you will see this thing. What is happening here? 1 second. What I have done wrong. Okay, it is drum one. Okay, now you can see that Masai is printing. Masai is printing. Okay, now suppose what I'll do. Suppose in this drum one of I, you can see that instead of putting drum one of I, what I'll do, I'll put a drum one of I in a variable. Okay. I will put a drum one of I in a variable. Everyone got it? What I'm doing? I'm putting a drum one of I in a variable X. Console.log, I will do console.log X. And if I run it, then it will do the same. It will do the same. You can see that problem 8.js. Everyone got it? Thoda just put some pressure on your mind. Okay, put some pressure. Increase the heat. What I'm doing here, I'm actually taking the one by one character from the drum and I'm putting in a X and I'm printing it. That's why it is actually giving me Masai. Okay. Yeah. So basically every time. Now, instead of this X, what I'll do, can you see that this drum 2 is empty? This drum 2 is empty. Now in this drum 2, what I will do in this drum 2, okay, in this drum 2, I will do drum 2 dot push and X. Got it? This thing? Every time whenever the X will come. So at that time, I'm putting in a drum 2. Everyone got it? every time when a character is coming, I am putting in a drum2. Yeah. So now remember one thing what I'm doing here. So basically this is my drum1. This is my drum1. Okay. And drum1 is containing Masai. Drum1 is containing Masai. Now I want to put this from drum1 to drum2. Okay. This drum2 is actually an array. And every time this X is containing M, and now I'm storing with M. Now my X is containing A, I'm storing A here. Now X is containing S, now it's containing S. Okay. This is the largest font size I have. Okay. Otherwise I need to just zoom in the screen very much. So now what I'm doing here is like now if I print it console.log drum2. Now what will happen every time when this loop will run, you will see that even if I remove this console.log, now you will see this thing every time I'm putting from the drum1 and I'm putting in a X and I'm inserting into a drum2. Okay, I'm doing the same thing. So if I run it, now you will see that the output is Masai. Why Masai? Because now my array is actually got filled. The same story which I've used here. The same story which I've used here. Now in this case, okay, but now here the problem here is the question here is ki I didn't change the string. I didn't change the string here. Okay, I want to change this S. I want to change this S to T. I want to change Masai from Masai to Matai. I want to change Masai to Matai. I want to change this Masai to Matai. Now tell me if I want to change this Masai to Matai, but I need to put a security guard here. I need a Ram Babu here. Okay, Ram Babu will help me to change the string. So I need a Ram Babu. But because Ram Babu will help me to put the Masai into Matai. Now tell me if I want to change the S, just tell me one thing. If I want to change Masai into Matai, what is the position of S? What is the position of S? So I will say that the position of S is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see that the position of S is 2. Okay. Now in that case, what I will do, if I will put a if condition, if my I is equal to 2, this I is running na, this I loop. If my I equal to 2, then in that case, one second. I don't need this if condition. What I need to do, since just tell me what is the index of 2. Basically, what is the index of S? That is 2. So if I want to change, so in that case, what I will do, since you already know that I cannot change in the drum1 because it is a string, but drum2 is actually an array. Drum2 is an array. So in the drum2, I will put in the 2 place, I will directly put the T. And now if I run it, now you will see this thing. Now you will see that Matai is actually come. Why? Because in the string, मैंने आपको बताया था, I told you this thing, in the string you cannot manipulate anything, but in the array you can manipulate anything. So that's why I put everything into drum2, and in the drum2 I have changed that character S to T, and now I have printed, now it become Matai. Everyone got it? Okay. Now the thing is, now the problem here is ki, now the problem here is like when I'm talking about Masai, okay, when I given you the string Masai, when I've given you the string Masai, now in that case I'm getting the output. This is my input. and I'm getting the output like this, Matai. Okay, but I don't want this output. I want the output like in this manner, matai, matai. I want this output. I don't want this output. Why? Like, what should I do with this output? Finally, I want this output. I don't want this like this array one. So now in that case, what I will do after this, I will run a, I will take a, I will take a jhola. I will take a empty jhola. Okay. And I will run a loop in this drum2 for where I equal to 0 and I less than drum2 dot length I plus plus. And now in the jhola, I will add everything. Jhola equal to jhola plus, and this is drum2 of I. And now if I, you can see that this is my new basically jhola. And in this jhola, if I just run it, console.log jhola. Okay. And now if I just run it, you can see that I'm getting my output Matai. Okay, so what I have done here, I have put everything into an array. Here I put everything into an array drum2, and in the drum2 I have replaced that character with t. Now my drum2, my array is containing this Matai. Now from this array I have converted into a string. Everyone got it? No, in a string there is no push function. Okay, but now the thing is but now the thing is ki, let's move to the next question. Okay, let's move to the, basically the problem is the same, and now I am moving to the next one. So instead here you can do also one thing. Instead, if you don't want to declare this x, instead of this you can also directly put this drum1 of I into this one. You can also directly put drum1 of I in this one. You don't need to declare this thing. If you are declaring this also, that is also good, but you can also do the same thing. Okay, but for now I'm just putting like in this way. Okay, you can also do directly. So now just try to understand one thing, like when I'm talking about this one, where name equal to Masai. Okay, now I want to change this Masai to Matai. Now here the process which I followed here the process which I followed, can you see that like this process is very hectic? Okay, what actually I'm doing in this process, the solution which I given you, at that one, at that point I was actually doing the lot more step, because in the previous one I was converting this Masai, okay, into a array. I was converting this into an array, and then I was basically changing this s to t. And then again I was, what I was doing, I was converting this into a basically a string. So can you see that like there are three steps? The first step, then I'm doing actually converting the second step, and then I'm getting the result. So these are actually, you can see that this is a very tedious job, converting into an array, and then from array I'm converting into a string. What I was doing, like converting from string from array and array to string. So but what I want is, I want that, can I do directly ms of I directly, can I convert into matai? I want this thing because I don't want to include one more step. Okay, I want to directly convert Masai into Matai. Is it possible? Is it possible? Do one thing na. Dekho, if you want to solve this problem, Then do one thing directly. Sorry. Just remember one thing. What actually what I'm saying here is ki if suppose like Masai is there in my one drum, if my Masai one is actually present in this one, so if I want to convert this into a Matai, so I can directly do it. Okay, how? Just take a jhola. Just take a jhola. Just take a jhola. Okay, and directly add this Matai and put a security guard in between. And put a security guard in between. And this security guard will help me to put in this thing into this one. So I'll just tell you how. Dekho. What I'll do, since my name one is actually containing Masai, so I will run a loop in this name one for where I equal to 0, I less than name one dot length. So basically I'm running a loop in this one. Now here I'm actually declaring my name 2. Name 2 you can consider as my jhola, or you can see that it is my jhola. And this is actually my empty jhola. Now every time I will update my, you can see that. Now tell me one thing, ki when I'm talking about Masai, what is the position of S? So the position of S is 2. So in that case, I will write here one condition. I will just write here one thing, ki if my I equal to 2, if my I equal to 2, in that case, in my jhola, please add, if my I is equal to 2, okay, so in that case, what you will do, jhola equals to, or you can say that when my I is not equal to 2, if when my I is not equal to 2, then in that case, please add in my jhola name one of I. Okay, and else basically means if my name, if my I is equal to 2, I equal to 2, then in that case, in my jhola, please add the T. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying to the, or you can say that if my I is equal to, agar mera, if my I is 2, then in that case, you just need to add T. And now other than that, you just need to add name one of I. Okay. So basically that is the thing. What you are doing here is you are running a loop and you are saying that if my I is equal to 2, in that case, just add a T. Okay. Because S, the position of S is actually at 2. And if I just print it console.log jhola, and if I just run it, now you can see that Matai. Okay, if I just show you the dry run of this one, now just remember one thing, what I'm doing, like name one equal to Masai, name one equal to Masai. Now my I is actually 0. 0 is less than name one dot length. What is name one dot length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is true. If it is true, then in that case, I will come here. I will compare. If my, what is my I value? My I value is 0. So 0 is equal to 2. So if 0 is equal to 2, that is false. If it is false, so I will go to the else condition. In my jhola, jhola equal to jhola, it is actually empty plus name one of I, name one of 0. Name one is of 0 is actually containing M. So M will get added. So now it is jhola is containing M. Now my I is actually equal to 1. Now 1 is less than equal to 5. That is true. Okay. Now you will see this thing. Now you will see this thing. 1 is less than equal to 5. That is true. Here I'm not changing the same string. Here I'm adding into jhola. Okay. I didn't change the name one. I cannot change name one anyway. Name one मैं कभी बदल ही नहीं सकता. I cannot change name one, but I can add something to the jhola because jhola is right now empty. So I am saying that when my I is equal to 1, so 1 is less than equal to 5. Now in my jhola, I will add jhola plus name 1 of I. Now you can see that what is my jhola is containing? Jhola is containing M. What is name 1 of 1 is containing? Name 1 of 1 is containing MASAI. So this is the value of I 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now name 1 of I is actually containing this one, A. Okay, because I's value is 1. So now it is A. Now it become MA. It become Ma. Okay. Now after this, when I'm writing, now you're basically, you can see this thing. After this, I'm actually running the loop for the next iteration when your I will become 2. Now 2 is less than 5. 2 is less than 5. Now you will see one thing here. When your I will become 2, so here you will write 2 less than 2. That is true. Now 2 is equal to 2. That is true. It is true. Now after that you will come to the jhola and you will write jhola equals to jhola plus T. Now what is jhola is already containing? Jhola is already containing MA and T, and you will add T. So now it become mat. Okay. Sorry, 2 is less than 5 here. This is 2 is less than 5. Because my string length is 5, na? 2 is less than 5. Now after that, what you will do? You will write I equal to 3. So 3 is less than 5, that is true. Now in your jhola, you can see that when your I is actually 3, now you will see that 3 is not equal to 2. 3 is not equal to 3. If you 3 equal to 2, that is false. So yeah, you will directly go to the else and you will add name 1 of I. What is the index of 3? 3 is containing A. So now it will containing MATA. When your I will become 4, obviously your jhola will contain matai. Okay. Now, so basically, that's why that's what my target is. Now, I want to convert this Masai into Matai. Okay, that's why I didn't. Everything I have added into my new jhola. Everything I have added into my new jhola. Everything I have added into my jhola. This is my jhola. Okay, I didn't replace this thing. Now, if I just show you what is the value of name 1. Okay, name 1 ki agar, if I just check you, if I just show you the name 1 of console.log, if I just show you the value of name 1, and if I just run it, just tell me what is the output of name 1. What is the value of name 1? When I check here, it will remain the same. Na? It will remain the same. It will not change. It will again remain the same. But everything, whatever I've added, it is added in the jhola. Okay. So in the jhola, I have added jabhi bhi S aaya. Whenever S come, in that case, I replaced it with T. Now let's come to the next one. Okay, so basically what I want to do, I want to remove a character. I want to remove a character. Okay, so how can I remove a character? So basically if I take a string name equal to Masai, okay, now in that case what I will do, just listen this story. If I want to like change something in this one, if I want to change this in Masai, if I want to remove a character, so now you can see that here in my bucket, in my name bucket, Masai is containing. Masai is containing. Okay. Now understand one thing, like here it is my security guard is actually standing here. Now in this case, what will happen? I will create a new. Basically, this is the new. You can say new jhola, or you can say that name two. This is my name two. Okay, this is my name one. Now what will happen? I will run a loop. Okay, each time this is 0th position, 1 position, 2 position, 3 position, 4 position. This is the security guard. Now after this, I will take one character and it will go through security guard. And I want to delete this. I want to delete this Masai. I want to delete this S here. I want to make it my. Okay, I want to make it this thing. I'd want to delete this S. Now security guard already know that if I got the S, then I will delete it. Okay, so security guard already know the position, or you can say that security guard know that I need to delete the S. So now when M come, so M actually got stored here. When suppose A come, so A got stored here. Okay, now when S come, so basically when the S comes, so security guard actually neglected it. So security guard actually skip it. Skip. Skipping basically means ignore it. Now when the A and I come, so basically at the end, what will happen? Security guard will allow it. But S actually got skipped. And skipped basically means what we have used, we have used the continue. Now if I just run this loop, if I just show you, this is actually my name one and this is my name two. This is empty. And now I'll run a loop for where I equal to 0, I less than name one dot length I plus plus. Okay, I want to change this S only. So in that case, what I will do, I will write if I equal to what is the position of S? So that is 2. So in that case, I will do continue. Otherwise, you can write a else, or otherwise you can directly write name 2 equal to name 2 plus name 1 of basically I. If you are confusing it, then you can just choose jhola here. Maybe it will confuse you. Every time I will add everything into my jhola, but when the I will become 2, then in that case that skip will skip. Skip basically means it will not go into this code and it will repeat the loop. Okay, now in that case I will run node problem 10.js. Okay, I didn't print it, so I need to print it also. Now you can see that my why, because whenever I equal to 2 came, so I replaced it. Okay, now you can also do it with one other thing. Okay, the one other thing of this doing this is, suppose you can write name one of I equal to S. So if your string is containing S, at that point what you'll do, you will continue it. So basically, even if I replace it, then you can see that it is actually replaced the S with I. Either you can use the position thing, or either you can just check the character, whether that position character is S or not. Okay, now the next thing is, what if the Masai is also containing this thing Masai, and suppose Masai S containing, but I only want to delete this one, then how will I delete it? But because if I run this loop, then you will see that it is only giving me my, the last S is actually got deleted, the last S is also deleted, but I don't want to delete it. So in that case I will write and I equal to 2. I equal to, why I have put and, the reason is that कि जब मेरा name of I S होगा, और उसी time पे at the same point and that position should be 2, only then you need to delete it, then in that case what will happen, only that character will get deleted. So if I just run it, Now you can see that only this thing. Okay, or you can use only I equal to 2, or you can use only I equal to 2. It's up to you. Okay, everyone got it or not? Okay, so let's have a 5-minute break, then we'll continue. Okay, देखो, first I will recommend you, all of you, okay, please, if you are not comfortable with the loops, okay, indexing this thing, then understanding the next concept like become very challenging for you. Okay, lot of things I have actually repeated a lot of time, like what is this jhola, why I'm actually packing this thing in this one. Okay, this is like, if I remove this part now, this part you already know. Okay, adding whatever is actually present in the array, adding into the bag, this thing you already know. What I have done, I have just added one more line of code. Okay, so if you are facing issue in understanding this, that means the previous concepts are not, you are not comfortable with. So the thing is ki, please have this thing ki, like please comfortable with the previous thing also. Okay, otherwise directly jumping to the next concept will become challenging. Okay, so I'll just give you a question, I'll just give you a problem, so that it is not complicated. Okay, it is just new for you, that's why. Don't think like it is actually complicated. It is not that complicated. Okay, it is like you are learning these things the first time. Did you remember the time when you have when you learned about trigonometry? Did you remember the time when you have learned first time integration? Did you remember the time when you have seen the first time algebra, trigonometry? Okay, these all are our mathematics topics. So the point here is that at that time also we used to say that okay, this is very tough. Actually, it was not tough. It was new. It was new. Okay. So whenever you are learning something, okay, whenever I'm talking about any concept, the one thing I want to tell you all is that please don't get, okay, don't like demotivate with the concept. Whenever I'm teaching you something, okay, please don't feel demotivated that I unable to understand it. Please don't feel demotivated. Why I'm saying that don't feel demotivated? Because every time whenever whenever I'm like speaking out any new word, okay, when I'm talking about string, when I'm talking about arrays, when I'm talking about push, when I'm talking about pop, when I'm using these terminologies, so at least you are learning something, because these things कम से कम आप लोगों के कानों में तो जा रही है. At least you are hearing, your ears are listening this thing. That means you have learned something new. Maybe you will unable to implement it. Maybe you are not comfortable in the implementation. But the thing is ki when you are going into the OJ platform, okay, and when you are writing a code, when you are writing a code, okay, so maybe that code is not working, maybe that code is not working, but इतना कोड तो लिखा ना, इतना भी कोड भले ही गलत था लेकिन लिखा तो सही. And that thing which you are not doing in the previously. But the problem is when you are writing the code, na student get depressed, like you used to say that ki yaar I unable to solve this question. But like why you are comparing this thing with others? Because since you are like the way when you have started the programming and the other has started the programming, it is a very a different period. As I said na ki my experience is very different from you. So whenever students are solving the question, I am expecting that you should fail 1,000 times. You should fail 1,000 times. Like just try that question 1,000 times, because every time whenever you are attempting the question, that question is actually directly going to your brain. भले ही गलती क्वेश्चन जा रहा है, everything is actually going in your brain. Okay, so that's why we used to say that ki don't give up. What is the point of saying that don't give up? Why we used to say that? When I'm saying this thing na, okay, don't give, what is the meaning of don't give up? The meaning of don't give up is basically when you just increase your attempts, just increase your attempts. And even if you are increasing your attempts, so basically suppose you are attempting 100 times, okay, so though that student who is attempting 100 times, कहीं ना कहीं एक बार तो पास हो ही जाएगा. Even if a student is attempting 1000 attempts, so कहीं ना कहीं possibility आ जाएगी ना कि he will get passed in one that one attempt. So more you are attempting it, so basically more it becoming a chance that you will get passed. So that's why we used to say that don't give up, because every time you are learning, every time in all those 1000 attempts, in all those 100 attempts, you are learning. Okay, so the point here is, that's why I'm saying, because the student used to like this thing is very normal now. Whenever we used to compare with others, whenever we say that, because when you are moving ahead, actually when a student actually move ahead in his journey, okay, and he start making mistakes, and when he start making mistakes, okay, so what actually happened? So suppose after making only 20 attempts, he used to say that ki, I'm not for Masai. Okay, after just attempting 20 attempts, he said that at 20 attempts basically means performing a question, solving any OG questions and solving any coding question. After having a 20 attempt, he said that I'm not for Masai. Okay, so what he did, he actually blocked his learning. अरे कम से कम मसाई एक महीने का तो फ्री है ना, 1 month यू इट इज फ्री फॉर यू. कम से कम 1 month के एंड तक तो जाओ, बाद में देखेंगे जो होगा. वी विल सी लेटर ना व्हाट विल हैपन. कम से कम महीना तो कंप्लीट करो. That you are getting at least you are getting that thing as a free thing. So agar I will appreciate those students who will not give up in the journey. Don't give up in the journey. Okay, don't give up in the journey. And at least जैसे भी मतलब लंगड़े होके, ओके, स्ट्रेचर पे जैसे जाना है जाओ, लेकिन एटलीस्ट 30 days तो कंप्लीट करो. एटलीस्ट कंप्लीट दिस दोस 30 days एंड जस्ट हैव अ थिंक कि ओके नहीं हो रहा है, ओके कल हो जाएगा. इफ इट इज नॉट हैपनिंग टुडे, डोंट वरी, इट विल हैपन टुमारो, no problem. So basically when I used to say that giving up, okay, when you are giving up, so basically what you are doing, you are lowering down your chances, lowering down your chances. Because when you do give up, so basically what will happen, you will get a habit of giving up, and now you will not go to 20 attempts, you will not go to 100 attempts, you will only just fail in the 20 attempts. And in that 20 attempts, what is the possibility of getting pass? Getting everything na. So in today's session also, from the morning, from the morning to like it this evening, okay, यार कितना सारा how many things you have done, like how many new things you have done, like unit consume problem, okay, that using unit consuming problem, okay, आज like you are learning something new string, okay, and you are learning all these things, maybe it becoming overflow, maybe it is becoming overflow from your mind, okay, but कम से कम even if we are giving 100%, so at least अगर अपनी हमारी तरफ से like from our side, if even if it is going 10%, so basically that is a much success na, because the same course in the colleges it is going in 6 months. Okay, so there are a lot of things which you are learning, okay, and don't think about, yeah, right, and 6 months in the colleges, you already know that in the colleges you are learning a complete programming language in 6 months, and the fees which you are paying there is, okay, it is around right 70K and around. But here at least when we are preparing you in 1 month, okay, when we are doing our effort, when you are also learning, so every day you are like getting a lot of assignment, lot of like new things, because you didn't have a habit in the past na, of learning these things in so rapid way. At least it is increasing your speed. At least it is actually making you strong कि कम से कम यार इतना प्रेशर तो हम झेल पाए. So that's why I'm saying to everyone, okay. So even if you are crying, okay, even if I say that, I will not say don't cry. Even if you want to cry, then I would say that ki please just cry for some time and then let's just go back and do the assignment. Okay, crying is not a bad thing. Crying is not a bad thing. Okay, even dancing is not a bad thing. Being happy is not a bad thing. Being sad is not a bad thing. But only bad thing is just like give up, not going till last. Okay, just complete the phase, complete the time period, and eventually when you will reach to the 30 days, when you will reach to the 30 days plan, okay, kaise bhi, even if your percentage is only 5%, don't worry. Okay, in this 30 days you have learned one thing that is very important, that is not giving up, and plus lot of concepts. Alone, having alone is not a bad thing. Okay, nothing is bad na? But don't directly go to the unit 2. First be in unit. Everyone has their own way of living. Okay, someone likes to be alone, someone likes to be with people, and it's all also about the right company. Okay, it's also about the, one second, I need to pause it. Yeah, that's nice, Alok. Okay, so okay, so now let's continue the session. The session is basically when I'm talking about this one, problem 9. Okay, so sorry, problem 11. Problem 10. So in this one, what I was doing, I was actually putting everything into my jhola. Okay, here everything I'm putting into my jhola, or I will just use a term bag. Okay, you can see that I'm putting everything into my bag. Now if I run this, now you will see that node problem 10 .js. Now you will see this thing. Sorry, it is bag. If I run it, now you will see what is happening here. Now you will see that it is actually printing Masai S. Okay, even if I remove it, if I run it, now it is actually printing Masai. Now here in this case, what I will do, I will write if I is equal to, if I equal to 2. Now in that case, what I will do, I will continue. So what I'm saying, like whenever the I position is S, I equal to, in that case, just continue. Don't go to the next step, just continue the loop. And in that case, in your bag, that thing will not get added. If I run it, now you will see that my. So this is how I removed something. Don't worry, it is not generic. Okay, but it's just that I'm showing you like how we used to delete and something, do operation like that. Okay, so now let's move to the next question. Okay, so now if I'm saying like given an array of names of students, given an array of names of students. Okay, count the name which start from A. Count the names which starts from A. Now what you need to do, like this is the problem for you. Okay, so basically when I'm saying where names, okay, sure, I will do these motivation session, okay, whenever I'll find time with you all, and so that I will make sure ki you won't give up, okay, during your journey. Now if I put, like there are many things like Amit, okay, and if I'm putting Nupul, And now if I write another one, Manideep, and now if I write Mukesh, now if I write Anant, now what I want, okay, basically what I want to count the name which start from A. I want the name which start from A. So so please try to solve this question from your side. Okay, try to solve this question from your side. Like, how will you do this? How will you solve this problem? Think about it. Okay, don't worry, I will also discuss the solution. Just but from your side, please try it. Basically, you need to count the names which start from A. You need to count. Basically, here the output will be two, na? Amit and Anant, because there are only two names which start from A. There are only two names which starts from A. Okay, try it. It's up to you, whatever you want to use. Yesterday I post in the general channel. Na? You just check the just check the general channel in the Slack. I posted a Replit link there. Done. Okay. So now let's see how can I check that. Now, so first of all, let's do one thing. I'll run a loop. Okay, I'll run a loop in this one for I is equal to 0, I less than names dot length, I plus plus. Okay. And now here in this one, console dot log names of, here I need to run the loop names of I. So you can see this thing. What I'm doing here is, like, here I'm running a loop, and now basically names of 0. So in that case, what will happen if I run it? Now you will see it. Itna to everyone understood now. What I did, I actually just printed every names. Itna everyone understood? Okay. Now if I put, if even if I don't put, if I don't print this name directly, if I put it in a variable where x equals to names of I. So can I do this thing? Can I print it in using x? And if I run it, like here, what I have done, I have declared in a variable and I print it. So can I do this thing? It will do, it will give me the same output. Okay. Now just try to understand one thing. When I'm talking about names of I basically means Amit is actually contained by X. Okay. X is containing the names of I, basically Amit. Nupul is containing by in the X. And names of I, Manideep, is actually contained inside this X. Okay. Every time when this loop is running. But if I write this thing, console.log if I just print this thing, instead of printing this thing key console.log x, if I print x of 0, now let's see what is the output. If I run this, can it will give me the first character of every name. Can you see this? If I just print x of 0, because x is containing the name, and now in x of 0, it will give me the first character of every name. Is it fine? अरे क्योंकि x is containing the variable ना, अगर मैं x रखूंगा, even if I just print x, so in that case it will give me the name. और अगर मैं रखूंगा x0, so in that case what it will give me? It will give me the first character. If I print the x, so it will give me the complete name. If I just write x of 0, then it will give me the, okay. Kundan, Kumar, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
देखो ना, if I just print it x, तो क्या मिलेगा मुझे output?
All the names.
All the name. If I write x of 0, then what it will give me?
I think it's probably only.
देखो, tell me one thing, just 1 second. Problem 12.js. Okay. अभी just tell me one thing. If where x equal to अनंत है, okay, if I do console.log x, what it will give me?
Name Anand.
Anant. If I write x of 0, what it will give me?
Give me A.
It will give me a.
Yes, sir.
The same thing is actually happening here. So if you print x, then in that case it will give me x, because x is containing names of I. Names of I, what is I value? That is Amit.
Yes.
So if I run it, so it is giving me all the names. But if I print x of 0, it will give me all the first letter.
First letter of each.
Got it, na?
Yes, sir. I will try and.
No, ड्राई रन नहीं है. अरे वही सेम चीज तो वही है ना,
Yes.
जो यहाँ पे हुआ वही तो यहाँ पे हुआ
ये each name of first letter. First name of each. First
है.
letter of each name.
What you're saying?
How it will printed printing each first letter of each name actually.
Each name इसे, क्योंकि ये लूप रन हो रहा है ना.
Okay.
अच्छा मुझे एक बार बताओ, just tell me one thing. ये है where names array है. If in this where names array, in this one, if I put 0, names of 0, what is names of 0?
Me.
Amit.
Yeah.
Amit will go inside this x.
Yeah.
If I put x of 0, what it will give me?
Yeah, it's give me A.
A. अब मैं, if I run a loop, if I change 1 also, it will give me n. If I write 2, it will give me m.
So the
If I
X will carry a name and then
हाँ
X have also index value.
हाँ
Like
got
this.
it ना.
Yes.
Okay. So basically the point here is when when I'm talking about this thing, okay, when I'm talking about this thing, so every time I'm actually getting the first name. You can see that I'm getting here the first name. I'm getting here the first name, ANMYA. Okay. Now in this case, what I'll do, I will write here, instead of this one, I can write here if x of 0, if x of 0 is equal to character A. In this case, I will, because I need to count the names. If I want to count the names, then I can declare a variable here, which is known as where count equal to 0, which will keep track of the count. Okay. And I will do the count plus plus. Okay. Now in this case, you can see that it is comparing the first character. I'm removing this console.log. So every time, whenever the name is actually coming in this one, I'm comparing with the first character of that name with the A. If it is equal to a, then in that case, it will increase the count. And I will directly write console.log and count. Okay. Now if I run it, now you will see that it is giving me 2. Why 2? Because Amit and Anant are the two names which are actually giving me this thing. So basically what I have done, I put in this one and I have comparing this with the first character and it is giving count plus plus. Okay. So let's move to the next one. Problem 12.js. Now try to understand one thing. Suppose if I'm talking about in this one, what I want, the question is saying, like previously I was asking this question. Now in this one, given an array of, now count the name which contains a, which not start from a, which contains a. So basically if I take the names, if I take this array, now you will find out that you will see that which all the names are containing a. Okay, so this Amit is containing a, Manideep is a also containing here. Okay, a is also containing here. In this question which I solved here, I also need to put a, because either it will be x of 0 or either it will be, it can be also a small letter a na, because I want start. So that's why either this thing is possible or this thing is possible. In that case I will increase the count. But now when I'm talking about this one, here you will see that it is saying that whether your name is actually containing a or not. So this is containing a, this is not containing a, this is containing a, this is containing a. So the output will be 3. So now try this question. Try this question, like how, what will be the output of this one? Now in this question, I'm not asking about how many A's are there. I am only asking how many names containing the A. Just remove this thing for now. Even how many names containing the A. So it is containing A, it is containing A, it is containing A. So their output is 3. Now, even if a name is containing more than 8, you only need to count it once. Because I am asking to count the names which contains A bus. It doesn't matter if it is containing 1 time or 2 time. You can use one or more loop. It's up to you. Any type of A, capital A and small a, like which contains A or small a. I will put the replit link at the end here. Okay, and now here I'm putting the code. Okay, so now done. Okay, try. Okay, so now I'll just show you how to solve it. Basically, I will just copy this code. Okay, whatever code I have written, I'll copy this one. Now try to understand one thing. In this code, okay, what I am doing, I was putting the name inside this one and I was only checking with the first character. I was only checking the first character. But in this question, I need to check in the complete name. I need to check in the complete name, AMIT, like in the complete name, I need to check. So here, the question was only I need to check the first character. Okay, but here now it is asking that given an array of names, student count the name which contains A. Contains A basically means A can be present at any position. A can be present at any position. So instead of I don't need to check this thing inside this one. So I need to run a loop again. Okay, so that I will run a loop in this complete string in this X. Because previously I was just finding the A in the front, but I need to find the Amit in the complete one. So in that case, I will write another loop for where k equal to 0 and k will go till k less than x dot length. Okay, k plus plus. Now observe here one thing. Observe here one thing. Key previously I was only checking for the 0. Previously I was only checking for the 0. But now I'm not checking for the 0. I'm checking for the all the position of k. I'm checking for the all the position of k. Okay, so now in this case, what will happen? Basically, the loop will run in this Amit. Okay, in this Amit, this loop will run. And in this loop Amit, it will check that whether it is equal to A or not. Whether it is equal to A or not, it will equal to A because we need to go till last. Na? Getting this point? Because this loop is what it is doing. It is actually running. It is not checking just a first character. It is checking completely in the string. A, B, M, B, I, B, T, B. When the next word will come, nupul. So in the nupul also, it will check for the N, R, U, P, U, E, L, like for everyone. It will compare whether it is A. But in the previous question, it was only checking for the first character. It was only checking for the first character. It was only checking for the first character. So if I show you a, if I show you a, if I show you a like dry run of this one, देखो क्या होगा? Your I is actually 0. Okay, your I is 0 and 0 is less than names dot length. What is the length of this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0 is less than 5. That is true. Now in that case, what will happen? X will contain names of 0. What is names of 0? Names of 0 is Amit. So now your Amit will become here. Your X is containing Amit. Okay, now in this Amit, in this extra loop, okay, what I will do, I am running this loop in Amit. Is Amit mein I'm running this loop. Okay, you can see that this loop is running in x dot length. Now in this loop, I will check that whether x of k basically means x is actually your Amit. And now I'm checking that whether the k0 position, it is actually equal to a or not. Is it equal to a or small a or not? So yes, it is actually equal to, so I will increment my count equal to 1. Now I will again check whether this is equal to A or not, because the question is saying that contains basically means I don't need to check only for the first one. I need to check the complete string. It is equal to A or not? No. It is equal to A or not? No. It is equal to A. So it will go till last. So what is this loop is doing? अगर पहले वाला समझ में आया, if you understand the previous one, okay, where I was only checking for the 0th index, here I am checking for the all indexes. Here I am checking in the Amit in the all indexes. In the previous question, I was only checking for the first letter, pehla letter. I was checking on the only the first letter. कि whether it is actually equal to A or not. Okay, but now in this question here I am checking Amit A in the every character. So this is that's why loop is running in this one. Okay, so एक बार try run करना just yourself, then you will understand it how the things are working. Okay, but now if I run it, then you will see that there is a problem in this question. If you run it, then you will see that there is a problem in this question. What? So I'll just declare a count. If I run it, then you will see that you can see that the count is coming 4. Okay, the count is coming 4 because this question is what this question is doing, because in this one I am counting the all the A's. So this A's is counted 2, and when it is running, so it is actually also counting this one, but the answer 4 is wrong. The answer 4 is wrong. Okay, the real answer is 3 because only 3 names are containing A. So that's why what we need to do, like when you have done with the counting, when you have find the chore, जब आपको चोर मिल गया, उसके बाद just do the break. When you have found that the character is found, like when you got the character, in that case you just do the break. And now when you run this, now you will find it that the output is actually coming 3. Okay, now then your output will be 3. Now the thing which you need to understand here is what I am doing. Like if I show you, like 1 second. If I show you, like in this case, what is happening, like your I is actually 0. Okay, now 0 is less than 5. So basically you can see that names dot length 1 2 3 4 5, that is 5, that is true. Okay, now if I less than 5, 0 is less than 5 is true. Now in that case x equal to names of I. Now what is names of I? One second, I'll take this one student help. Sabar, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just 1 second. Okay, just listen here. Okay, just listen here. Ki when suppose your I is 0.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 0 is less than, what will happen? Names dot length.
So it will check for a
What is the names length?
names length is
5, no?
4.
No, 5. Because there are 5 names.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so 0 is less than 5. That is true.
Yes.
Now after this, your X is containing names of I. What is the value of I?
I is 0.
So names of 0 is
1. A.
no, names of 0. ये names
Amit is
this is
Amit.
Amit.
Yes, Amit.
Okay.
Yes.
Now when this loop will run, so in this loop will run in Amit, क्योंकि X is going to X dot length.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so K will start from 0. Now
Yes.
in this case X is containing Amit, so it will check that X of 0 is A or not.
Yes, sir.
Okay, तो अभी X of 0 A है. Is it A?
Yes, it's A.
So if I'm talking about Amit, so it is actually A, right? So in that case your count will increment.
Yes.
Count will become 1.
Yes.
Okay, and at that time I am doing break. क्योंकि the question is asking that if you able to find the A, मतलब you need to find that whether it contain A or not. अगर मुझे अमित में if I found out A at this point, तो whether I need to go out, मतलब मेरे को आगे जाने की जरूरत है?
नहीं.
I got to know ना, A is already there.
तो सर फिर बाद में जो अभी काउंट 1 हो गया, लेकिन बाद में वो काउंट 3 तक कैसे जा रहा है, मतलब वो 1 2 ऐड कैसे हो
हाँ
रहा है?
हाँ देखो,
आप सम यूज नहीं कर रहे नीचे।
when actually it is breaking ना, it is only breaking from the inner loop. Whenever you used to apply break na, so break only wherever you are writing, it is like a bomb. A job like where in which loop you have written break, so it is only going from this loop k loop. It will again go to the I loop and it will directly pick the next num. Ideally it should go to Amit na, एक एक character तक जाना था इसको.
हम्म,
But what happened, a hit find her and you have put a break, so break, so it will go out from the inside loop. Okay, it will go
ओके
inside from the this loop. So just find out that key in this break where the first loop you have written in this loop, just ये break in which loop you have written in this loop ना.
यस
ये loop कहाँ से शुरू हो रहा है, यहाँ से
यस
यहाँ पे. So it will come out of this loop only. But इसके बाहर तो फिर भी there is only already a loop is running.
यस सर
So it will directly go to here and it will directly continue from this one. That's why उसके बाद क्या होगा, I'll just explaining this thing. After this what will happen, कि when your Amit is actually counted, when your x is equal to 0, यहाँ पे your count will become 1. Okay, when your count will become, then it will break, it will come out, now your I will become 1. So 1 is less than 5, true.
ट्रू
Now x will contain
नुपुल
null. Now this loop will run. This loop will run x equal k equal to 0.
यस
Now k is equal to 0 is in null 0, the a is present.
फॉल्स
False, not present. A is present here.
नो
A is present here.
नो
A is present here.
नो
Okay, it is not present. So eventually this loop will end.
यस
Automatically it will go out and फिर again this loop will start.
यस
Equal to 2. Then will be 2 less than 5. That is true. So x equal to Manideep. Okay.
यस
Again your k loop will start.
यस
0. It will check a है कि नहीं है. Is there a or not? Like it is a small a na, because I have written or.
यस देयर इज
So there at this point it will increment the count and it will
हाँ
break, because break only will happen only when it will go to the if condition and break. So basically it will come out and the next iteration of I will start. Now getting it?
यस सर
Okay. Okay. So in this way the loop will run. That's why in Anant also, okay, I don't need to go to this A, just count here and come out. Okay.
ओके सर गॉट
Okay. Okay. So basically guys, this is the point. This is how what I'm doing here, and through this it is only giving me 3, because this loop, whenever I'm putting a break now, this will only take me out from this loop only. Okay, from where you have written the break. It all depends upon only that building will fall down where you are putting a bomb. So if your bomb is actually present in this one, is this building, so only this, it will come out only from this break, and again your loop will continue. Okay, this is how we have solved the problem. No, don't put break outside. Okay, if you put the break outside, then automatically it will come out of it. Now your program will start. Okay, so now let's see the IW problem. Don't worry, it's not too complicated. I told you it's just new. It is the new thing. Okay, so now when I'm talking about given a string, what I want to count the number of words in that string. Count the number of words in that string. Okay, suppose if I take any tagline, where tagline. Suppose if I'm taking any tagline. Okay, so what is a tagline? A transformation in education. transformation in education. Now what I want in this question, yeah, obviously you just need to repeat all those questions, whatever I'm solving in the class and whatever you are in the OJ, just solve those questions in a repeat mode. Okay, eventually you will become good in that one. Okay, now what I'm saying, given a string, count the number of words. You need to count the number of words in that string. Okay, count the number of words in that string. So you can see that in this string only there are how many words? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And assume that I'm only talking about only this string. Okay, don't consume, don't say that okay, after that I will put a space. Okay, I'm only talking about this string. And in this string, I want to find the number of words. So if I want to find the number of words, just observe here carefully how many spaces are there. 1, 2, and 3 spaces. Spaces are 3. Now tell me how many words are written here. So words, you will find out that 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 words. So can I say that spaces plus 1 is the total number of words present? It is actually contains. It is containing spaces plus 1 words. Okay, and I'm only taking this string on. Don't consider any other example. Okay, just forget other string, because in that string you can also put a space here. Then in that case my answer will change. But I am only taking this string. So basically my answer will be spaces, total number of spaces plus 1. Okay, so now even if I clear it, so now what I want to do, basically I need to just count the spaces. I just need to count the spaces. I just need to count the spaces. What I want to find, I want to find how many number of words. So if you want to find the number of words, just count the spaces. 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. So spaces is coming 3. Okay, how many words are there? There are 4 words. So according to the formula, can I say that spaces plus 1 is the total number of, because in 3 if you add 1, then that it will give you total number of words. So I just need to count the spaces. So for where I equal to 0, I less than tagline dot length. Okay, I plus plus. Yeah, it's not generic. Don't worry. It's just that only working for this case only. I is equal to 0, I less than tag dot line. So now in that case, if I write, if, array, you are asking me, please, why spaces plus 1? गिनती करो ना, गिनती करो, गिनो कितने वर्ड्स हैं, जस्ट काउंट इट, कितने वर्ड्स हैं, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 वर्ड्स हैं. हाउ मेनी स्पेसेस आर देयर? जस्ट काउंट द स्पेसेस. गिनती करो, 1, 2, 3, लाइक देयर आर 3 स्पेसेस ना. गिनती करोगे, लाइक if you just count it, 1, 2 and 3, 3 spaces are there. तो स्पेसेस 3 है, तो 3 + 1 करोगे तो तुम्हें you got the words ना. So just please, that's why I'm saying, please concentrate during the class. The very basic things, you will, like, it become challenging for you. So like if I'm talking about this one, like where I is equal to 0, I less than tagline dot length I plus plus. So in this one I can say that tagline of I. Okay, so tagline of I basically will print a space, like it is actually, it will run a loop in this one. So if tagline of I is equal to space, in that case what I will do, I will count plus plus. I will count the space where count equal to 0. So here what I am doing, if tagline is equal to space, so in this case it will count the total number of space. Console.log, and if you just count it, now it will give you the total count. So basically I can say that node problem 14.js. So in this case it is giving me the spaces. So instead of count, I will write spaces. How many spaces are there? So I'll just use the variable spaces. So if I want to find the word, so it will be spaces plus 1. So in that case, I'll got my words, and here in this case, I will get my answer. So you can see that there are total 4 words. Okay, how I solved this problem? I have solved this problem only for this one, this case, where I just want to find out that how many words are possible. So how many parts? Like there are 4 words, and I just found out the spaces. But now the problem here is, in this question, if I basically if suppose there are nothing, it is actually empty. Suppose if it is empty. Now in this case, what is happening? If I run it, now it is giving me word 1. Even there is no word is written here. But because I am doing spaces plus 1, that's why it is giving me word 1. So in this case, it is not like there is a problem in this one. So in that case, what I will do, I will put this code, like I will only run this loop if my tagline dot length is greater than 0. Only there is a need to run a loop. Only there is a need to run the loop. So in that case, only if my tagline dot length is greater than 0, only then in that case I will write this thing. And I will, क्योंकि just remember one thing ना कि if even if your tagline is right now empty, now you can see that here I am saying that कि अगर मेरी tagline length उसकी length 0 से बड़ी हुई तभी ये loop चलाना, otherwise there is no meaning ना, it will always give you the wrong answer. And else what you will do, if your tagline, so in that case I will directly return console.log, okay, words are 0 automatically, because if you don't have anything in your tagline, obviously na, you should return 0. So I'm putting manually 0 here. Why I'm putting a 0 here? Because if it is not containing anything. If it is not containing anything, it should go into the else, and it will automatically print 0. And here, when it will go into this one, only when your tagline length is greater than 0. Okay, because even this is also a character. Even this is also a word. Right now you can say that. Okay, but even if I'm talking about empty, in this empty you can say that your number of words are 0. Okay, right now you don't have any words. Now let's move to the next one. Problem 15.js. Okay, now I want to convert this name small Masai to, or you can say that Raju to, I want to convert this small Raju to capital Raju. I want to convert this into a lowercase to uppercase. Lowercase to uppercase. Okay, in that case, what I will do, I will create a dictionary like var lower. Okay, I have created this. This is the same question which I have solved in the yesterday class, but at that time I solved using arrays. Okay, so now in that case, what I will do, I will run this loop. If I will take this name, basically what I will do, the same concept will be there. I will take this R and I will search this R in this one. And if I find it the R, then I will go to the same index in this one and I will put it into, I will add into my another string. Okay. So now you can say that I will take a output. I will take a value as output. Or you can say that I will take a bag. Now I will take a one letter from this one R. So I will run a loop in this one. For where I is equal to 0, I less than name dot length, I plus plus. And now I will take the first character. Okay. The first character where char is equal to basically the name of 0, name of I. So name of I is containing R. Okay. Now I need to search this R into this in this lower. I need to search this R into a lower. So for I need to run a loop in the lower j less than lower dot length j plus plus. So now if my lower of j, if my character, whatever character is, what character it is R. If it is R, character is equal to lower of j. In that case, what I will do, I will include into my bag. What I will include the upper of j, because at the same position the j letter will contain. So at the end, I will just print console.log bag. Now you will see that this is Raju. Okay. You can also put a break, because once I found it, then you don't need to. Up now, just see this thing carefully. What I am doing in this question, I am running this loop I is equal to 0. It is running in name.length. Okay. And I am putting I is equal to 0. Here you can see that I. So you can see that 0, 1, 2, 3. Now char is containing name of I. What is the name of I? I is 0. Name of 0. So what it is R. Now you can see that char is containing R. Char is containing R. Now I need to search this R into this one. I need to search this R into this one. And finally, I will found my R here. So that's why I'm running this loop j is equal to 0. And I'm searching this char into lower of j. Okay, it will find. When I found my R, in that case, what I will do in my bag, I will add the capital of R. I will add the capital of R. That's why I'm writing bag equal to bag of upper of j. Why? So that R will get added. Okay. Now later after this, you can see this thing like here, my I will equal to 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now after this, my char is containing A, the second letter A. Now I will search this A letter here. So I will find my letter here. So that's why this loop is running. And when I find my letter, then I will put into my bag. So now my bag will contain. Don't worry, I'm not taking the space. Okay, I'm not considering the space. Just say that a single name is there. So the point here is every time when I go to the A, so it will find the A and I will add into in my bag. First of all, I have added R, then I have added J. Then I take the another J and I will search in here. So I will find my J and I will add the capital J. So this is the loop which is running in this lower dot length. And if my character is equal to lower of J, then in that case, I will add into my bag. So that is the thing which I'm doing, and using this, I'm converting into a lower space to upper space. You are saying, can we use two uppercase? That we will discuss in the inbuilt function. Okay, when we'll discuss. So you can write also nothing, anything here. So if I run it, then you say that it is actually converting into a capital. So this loop is actually searching in the lower one. And if it able to search it, then in that case, your bag will get updated. Okay. Problem 16.js. Now the last question is, count total number of characters. Count total given array. Count total characters. Okay, suppose if I'm talking about where name equals to now what you need to do, you need to find the count of all the characters. Okay, now how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, how many characters are here? 4 characters are there. How many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many characters here? 4 characters. So if you add everyone, 10, 16, 20. So it will give you 20. Okay, so there will be 20 characters. So output will be 20. So I want the count of total characters. Okay, so try to solve this question. No, there is no space. Na? In this one, there is no space. This is actually an array. Okay, if it is a space in the character, then you can also include it because that is also a character. Na? Space is also a character. Just try this question from your side. Count total characters, not string, characters. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 12 13 14 15 17 18 19. Just count it now. Just do the count. This is IW assignment. It's up to you, whatever you want to do, just solve this problem. This is actually an array. Okay, this is an array. Done. Okay. So now in that case, what I will do, I will run a loop in this one for I is equal to 0, I less than name dot length. Okay. And I will write I plus plus. Now just do one thing. So now if I write console.log name of I, okay, now what it will give me? If I write name of I, what it will give me? So if I run this, now you will see that it will give me the name. It will give me the name. Nupul, Aman, Yogesh, Venu, like all the names are coming because I'm running a loop in this one. But if I write name of I dot length, what it will give me? It will give me the like the length of each one 6464. Got it? If you are running name of I only, then it will give you the name. But if I run the dot length, then it will give me the count. Like everyone is with me. Okay. So if I am getting everything, so in that case, what I will do, I will do a sum equal to 0. And now in this sum, what I will do, sum equal to sum plus, because I need to add all these values. I need to add all these values. I will write name equal to name sum plus this thing, name of I dot length. And now if I just paste it, so if I remove it, so what I'm doing here, I'm just finding the sum of sum plus name of I dot length. Every name length will come. And now console.log sum. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here is, if you here I'm adding with the name I dot length. I'm taking the length, so I'm adding with it. Don't solve it with the nested loop because that will become very complicated, na? Because in that case, you will update the count many times. Okay, everyone got it or not? Beam, can you hear me?
हेलो सर.
Just Beam. Okay, देखो. Basically, when this loop will run, na,
या.
I is equal to 0, sum equal to
0.
sum plus name of I. So name of I is actually 0.
या.
So what is name of I will print? Nupul dot length. What is the length of Nupul?
6.
6. Okay. So 0 plus 6 because sum is already 0. So it will come 6. Tick.
या.
After that I equal to 1. Sum equal to sum plus name of I dot length. Name of I dot basically name of 1 dot length. What is name of 1?
अमन.
Aman. And dot length. What is the length? Because I'm also calculating dot length.
करेक्ट सर, आ गया.
4. Na? So previous sum is 6 plus name of that is 4, 10. So it will get added.
करेक्ट सर.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Beam.
गॉट इट सर.
Beam, you just mute yourself. Okay. So now here you can see that like this is the thing which is happening here. Okay, this is how we solve this question. So now let's move to the quiz. Okay, I'm sharing the link. I'm sharing the link with you all of you in this one. You will find it here. Okay. Just open this Notion doc link. Just open this Notion doc. Just open directly this Slido link. Okay, if you want to find the you can ask the Notion doc from your friends. Okay, so otherwise I will also give you. You just save it here somewhere. हाँ वैसे all links are same, right? So just open it and start the quiz. I will also copy it. Put the replit link also here. Just solve it. Replit link you will find in the Notion doc. Okay, otherwise I will also put in the Slack. Yeah, if you have attempted it, then you can leave. And who want to just see the solution also, they can wait. Okay, let's everyone attempt it. Okay. 211 so far, 227 attempts so far, 233, 246. You will find the replit link in the Notion doc. Find the replit link in the Notion doc. Yes, please bookmark this. You can also find the first half and second half. You can use the bag, okay, to run a string and just copy into the another one. You can apply that logic. I will recommend you all, please solve the question, whatever I've discussed in the class first. Okay, then just go to the OJ assignment. Directly jumping into the OJ assignment, like maybe you are not comfortable with the syntax, just loop around something. Okay, just play with the string little bit, and then you will eventually you will also get the feeling what are the question that is asked in the OJ. Okay, so I'll just show you. Now you can see that like predict the output Masai school. So here console.log 3. So what is this console.log 3? So 0, 1, 2, 3. You can see that A. Okay, so A will be the third position. That's why. Now in the second one, what you need to do, you need to print the basically predict the output. What is the output of this one? Now what I have done, like I have find the size. What is the size of this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12, 12 minus 1, str of 12 minus 1, that is 11. So 11 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is the last L. So that's why. So basically it is actually talking about the last string. So last string you already know na, size minus 1. Size minus 1 will be present in the side mail. Okay, nice. If I'm talking about where str Masai school, str of 0n, then you know that it will not change Masai school. Okay, because since it is a string, it will not change anything. Just remember this one thing. Whenever you are changing something to this one, it will not reflect in the original one. And here in this one, what we need to do, basically Masai school where bag for I is equal to 0. If str I is equal to space, then we need to break. Otherwise bag equal to. So here what it is doing, here in this Masai school, this loop will run. Okay. And it will keep adding the bag in the bag. It will keep adding the string. So what is our string? M A S A I. After that, when it find the space, so it will break. So it will come out. So eventually your output will be Masai. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, thank you all. Take care. Okay, and I will post the replit link in the channel. Okay, in the Slack channel. And okay, so tomorrow we will discuss about functions. So just solve all the assignment. All the best. Okay, do good preparation and don't give up. Okay, so that all the message which I want to give you.